Okay, I'm just going to go over what it takes what a short story, really what any story is made of. The basic elements of a short story or any story. So what is a short story? A short story is a piece of prose fiction meant to be read in one sitting. It has the same literary elements as a longer story or novel, or really any story, and technically it's any piece between 1,000 and 20,000 words. That is a short story. It can be written in any genre: realistic fiction, historical fiction, science fiction, fantasy, horror, romance, mystery. There are no limits on what you write, and I'm not placing limits on it either. You can write whatever you want. That's not my business in terms of what you write. But there are elements to the short story or any story: setting, characters, conflict, plot, and resolution that we are going to go over. First of all, setting. It's the time and place in which your characters take place. Now, time, that just doesn't mean time of day. It means time of day. It means time of year. It means era. It means season. There's a lot of things going on with the time. And the place means everything about the place, down to the individual details. It could be a real place. It could be your version of a real place. It could be a fantasy world. In your stories, you are a god. You are in complete control, and you can do what you want. But there needs to be a consistent logic to the world that you create, and you've got to be aware of that. That is the key there. Then there are characters. These are the beings that populate your world. The interactions between the characters are usually the central action in your story. The setting can also be a character. If you've ever read or seen The Shining, the setting is a character. The type of characters, meanwhile, there's the protagonist. This is the main character who the story revolves around. You can also have an anti-hero who's a protagonist but doesn't really have good qualities as in a typical hero. The types of characters, there's also the antagonist, is the character or characters who most oppose the protagonist, thereby causing conflict. It doesn't necessarily have to be a character, mind you, that is opposing the protagonist. The supporting characters move the plot forward, but they're not central on their own. Now, there are flat characters. They stay the same throughout the course of the story. There's no real change. The round or dynamic characters, they change over the course of the story, and usually these are the more major characters. Then there are foil characters. They serve as opposite of the main character, and they exist mainly to create comparison. Those of you who are Harry Potter fans, Draco is a foil character. Conflict. Without conflict, you don't have a story. There are two types of conflict. External. It's conflict inflicted upon the character by outside forces, and internal, conflict that comes from within the character. External conflict, oh my god, there's a hurricane, what am I going to do? Internal conflict, to be or not to be, that is the question. Should I kill myself, basically? Now, there are 7 types of main conflict: person versus person, self, nature, society, God/fate, technology, and supernatural. There's more than that, but those are the big ones. A good story has more than one conflict. Only a little baby children's story has one conflict. Anything beyond that has more than one conflict, though it often has one main conflict. The conflict ultimately creates the plot or story arc. Starts with the exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, resolution. It is not as smooth and straight as this story arc seems to indicate. There might be little bumps and bruises along the way, but basically all stories fall into this basic shape. It's just the specifics change a good deal. The exposition, characters are introduced, the setting is introduced. Then there's a turning point into the rising action where the conflict is introduced and developed. The rising action moves up, and eventually there's a conflict. The conflict comes to a head. That is called the climax. Oftentimes, the climax, comes virtually at the very end of the story. Then there's the falling action. All the loose threads are tied up, and the resolution. Story's over. Characters are changed or not, and the conflict is resolved. The resolution. The story has to end in some way, but there are many ways to end the story. Protagonist is victorious. Luke Skywalker blows up the Death Star. There's a compromise between the protagonist and antagonist. Nothing comes to mind, but it certainly happens. The protagonist fails, any of the major Shakespeare tragedies, the protagonist usually fails, and then you've got your standard cliffhanger sort of deal. There is a theory that there are basically 7 plots. There's actually a theory that there are 2 basic plots. But the larger theory is there are 7 basic plots. Overcoming the monster, Rags to Riches, The Quest, Voyage and Return, Comedy, Tragedy, and Rebirth. If you're interested in this, I encourage you to look up 7 basic plots. But I point this out because as you're starting a short story, sometimes people find that a little overwhelming. What do I write? The thing is, as this shows, you're not gonna remake the wheel. You know, nothing you write is going to be terribly original in terms of the actual plot, in terms of the substance of what you write. The devil is in the details. It's all in the style with which you write. That's what makes it good. It's not what you write, it's the style with which you write it. So, this week, really, there's only one thing you've got to do, and you'll see it on Canvas. Your only work is to propose a story idea to me. I will approve it or not, and you can move forward with the actual writing or not. But that's really, outside of watching this short story video / slides, is the only thing you have to do this week. So, have a good week. Dive into your artistic pleasures because those take your mind off a really weird time.